Welcome back to the stream, guys. It is time for Starseries 11. We have map number 2 between Epsilon and Na'Vi. It is Na'Vi's choice. They did, of course, just win against Epsilon on their map, Inferno, for the first map, if you're just joining us. And we move now on to...
Oh, wow, they gave us a knife round.
They gave us a knife round.
Boom.
But usually,
someone cut the balloons.
But usually they do the knife round, and then they do stuff like they team interviews and they talk to the teams and stuff. But oh, there's no Na'Vi huddle. Damn! No Na'Vi huddle. What is this, James? Does this mean they're going to lose?
They're losing the knife.
What was that Russian that you knew again?
Большая победа.
What does it mean again? It was like, because I felt like
big
that
victory.
Was big victory, yeah. I think that could be something that they say. Hope for the big victory.
Yeah, afterwards, but not before.
Not before.
I don't know what else. That's all my Russian. Oh, spasiba, but there's no reason to say that.
What does it mean?
Please.
I went through this yesterday.
We did indeed, DDK, but you seem
Didn't
to have
get much
forgotten.
sleep, man. Forgot everything.
You didn't get much sleep. I was playing Pugs on Face until 3 o'clock in the morning.
You animal.
Yeah, I am.
How did it go?
It was good. I think I won all of them, actually.
Did you get carried?
Sure I did. No, I don't get carried these days. I'm a beast.
Were you playing with anybody notable?
No, I was just solo queuing yesterday.
Huh. Anyway, looks like we are going to go go live very shortly and get into the match.
I have to say that playing with Cypher and Demon was sick. Titan Cypher, that was just like...
Yeah, is Cypher any good? Because I know he's been playing for a while.
Demon is...
He's been grinding.
Demon likes to AWP. He AWPed well on Mirage, but then the next map he didn't. But anyway, it is a pistol round here. Epsilon versus Na'Vi, Natus, Vincere, and Epsilon have started on the CT side, which is going to be very important for them, especially as they're basically a mixed team at the moment. And we do call into question Major and Six's experience on this map.
But equally, if they struggle to get any rounds or enough rounds on the board here, then if they only get like a measly 7 or 8, they're in a lot of trouble as well. So Na'Vi certainly in the driver's seat, being the team that has the experience, being the team that has chosen this map, and want to see how this plays out.
Na'Vi started with a big presence in this round towards the B bomb site, but they've all rotated towards A now. It is a fast rotation though for the CTs from to either side, so we'll see how they deal with this push if it does indeed come in. There's still a minute on the clock here for Na'Vi, so time will tell what they choose to do here. That's a nice nade, but not much damage done there. And the flank is coming in from the CTs now.
Yeah, Na'Vi responding to this, actually trying to chase them down and get themselves back onto the B bomb side. Epsilon, meanwhile, over on the A side, just stand there confused as to what's happening. Now GMX is going to shed some light on the situation with some bullets as he spots 3 players moving in from the door onto the B site. And Na'Vi seem not to know which way to go here. They keep getting stopped at every turn. Epsilon a step ahead, guarding with some nice shots, but I'm afraid that's not going to be quite enough, as Epsilon are going to finish him off, and that's the pistol round for them. A much-needed pistol round. In fact, if we recall the match against Titan that they played yesterday, they won, I think, 3 of the 4 pistol rounds in a game that looked very one-sided. The scoreline was quite close, but probably just by merit of them getting all the pistols.
So they tried to charge the flank, only got 2 kills in the round overall, no bomb plant for them. So we may see 2 ecos here, this one being the first from Na'Vi, unless they do get the bomb down in this round. We've got the smokes coming out here for Epsilon, which will significantly cut off the B bomb site. They are going to go through door connector, try and get close. We might see some counter boosts here from the T side. And who knows if Epsilon will be prepared for such things.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit confused at Na'Vi's pistols around there. I mean, the strategy seemed a little bit indecisive.
Major and Sixer seem to be covering the top half of the map on their own at the moment, which gives me the impression that maybe they have some coordination here and experience on the map. Otherwise, maybe they'll be left on the bomb site by their teammates. But going to be some information gathering there. Still passive playing from the Epsilon side, but Zeus does get a kill with that CZ, which is going to open up the map here for Na'Vi and potentially force a rotation here from the CTs. But Sixer is in a flanking position here. Will he find anyone? That looks like he might find starix. He's picked up the fan mask, but he lets him run through. Gone for the information play here, allowing his teammates to adjust. This is the first frag.
Yeah, that's really, really smart. I mean, he may have even been able to pick up 2 or 3 frags there. He's playing it very cautiously, though he's got the silencer on, so they might not even know where they died from, as Na'Vi will make their way through. But they do so with quite the presence now on the side. They did take down quite a few players. It's 2-on-2 now. That bomb almost going to get planted by Guardian, but he has to pull the deagle back out because he's afraid that he's going to get stopped here. He doesn't have the cover. Sixer once again coming in at the best possible moment. Will find the frag, and that's going to be the round 1 by time. And this might happen more than once.
And again, Na'Vi don't get a bomb plant, so this will be the second eco round here for them, but they do have FAMAS and armor on seized. If he can put this to work, he may be able to get some colossal damage in here. It just depends on if he gets to jump on one of the Epsilon players. If he does, then maybe the Epsilon the Na'Vi team can follow up and get some rushes going. He does drop a P to 50 for Edward and picks up his block, but that will put him a bit behind his team in terms of position. Bomb is down, being covered by Guardian for the time being, and we do have GMX in long. Uzzziii will find Zeus to start off the frags in this round.
So Na'Vi just trying to work their way into some good positions on middle. Sticking together largely as well, which is definitely smart if they're able to get an engagement where they are fighting with superior numbers. Might even be able to find not only a kill but a weapon as well, but they've cleared out the most important areas and are swinging in for potentially what it looks like it could be a B-split.
It looks like starix is the meat shield here for Seized to try and keep him and his armor, but his head's going to get ripped off by Sixer here, so that's not going to be the plan anymore. It's only 2 people left now for Na'Vi, and the frag does come in. starix taking out Uzzziii. It's going to be a little bit of damage. Going to try and plant in the smoke here, but will he get it? Goes through the smoke, and unfortunately that's not going to be a bomb plant in this round. Sixer should take out starix here. Left with 22 HP. Sixer pulling out the pistol, finishes him off with the P250.
So I'm really curious to see what happens here for Na'Vi when they get these AKs going, because the pistol strategy is largely uninspired and indecisive. And moving forwards, you know, Epsilon's just been picking up some pretty simple, easy rounds. Now the real match begins. Now things get real here. So it's up to Na'Vi to show something special. Well, not necessarily something special, but just something that's well executed.
It's the buy round here for Na'Vi, but Seized only has a CZ75, which is kind of bizarre, but see if they manage to pick him up a weapon later on in the round. They're going to be creeping. Got a buddy system going on here in the connector area, as Henry G would call it. CT's just information gathering at the moment, using their distance. GMX is at AWP here for the CT side. He's not going to want this to fall into Guardian's hands.
Alright, so now they're going to make their way slowly into positions there by Squeaky. And just watching out for this aggression. In fact, it is Major who did get tagged down to 41 health. He was trying to push and get some info. Might just get taken down. That's 14 health. Edward almost catching him off guard.
He likes to be aggressive, this guy. Always, he was doing the same on Inferno as well. He just wants to get that early information and allow his teammates to adjust accordingly. Does manage to get out of his life though, 14 HP, so that's going to be important. If he can hide behind the smoke here on one of these bomb sites, then he may be vital later on in this round.
So Na'Vi has successfully pushed them all the way back onto the sites. And now this is going to allow them to go for their execution with an Epsilon that don't have anywhere to run to. They got to stand, they got to fight, and they got to execute. Nice from starix. Already taking down Major with the fire at the back of the site. In goes starix. Great headshot there onto Sixer. That's the bomb down. Epsilon now going for the retake. However, it's not looking so good for them, as these afterplant positions are very strong indeed from Na'Vi. And you can see that they are potentially just going to be looking for the exits instead. And in fact, they're going to get a couple frags together. Season starix falling. And we'll find the return onto Uzzziii. And it's 3-on-2 now. Let's see if more kills can be found here. But there you go. That looked pretty good from Na'Vi there. I mean, they just slowly pushed the map. They tried to counter any aggression from Epsilon. Epsilon only really had Major, I think it was, trying to push. And when we watched LDLC, they were so good with the aggression. But this is, you know, a mixed team. It's going to be harder for them to have the rehearsal of how, you know, who moves here, when, with what timings, and what setups, and against what strategies of Na'Vi should they do it.
I think there was I think Sixer made a mistake on the bomb site there when he tried to push through the smoke on his own instead of playing for the retake with his teammates. That one extra man may have allowed them to go for the retake there. Post-plant, but unfortunately he just went YOLO and got shot before he could even see anything, and it made it a lot harder for Epsilon there, and they have lost the round. It is going to be 3-1 Epsilon at the moment. Nobody dead just yet, but we have got the eco here as Na'Vi push fast onto the bomb site.
Very nice pick up there on that kill, and it's going to be Scream now on the back at the side. He's going to get smoked off, but his teammates are coming in. These smokes are going to work very, very well, as Edward doesn't have to worry about anything. Going to take down just those two players, funneling through that choke point. Scream going to get boosted up on the planks there. As Na'Vi 3-2 now. And things just get worse here for Epsilon. Major going to go down as well. And that was just a nice fast push from Na'Vi. And we can see that Epsilon actually invested into that round. Just enough so they could get a buy going here. Scream pretty poor. But I wonder if they're going to throw in more aggression.
Scream just needs a Deeg, man.
He
doesn't need a rifle.
But this is a common trend we've seen from the teams, which has started to make this map more CT-sided, is the understanding of how far you can push out and how it works with the setups. And Epsilon are going to go for it this round. And can they be comfortable in this?
Sixer could get a very early flank here, but he's probably going to hold an angle for a little while here. We might find some action here with Major, but unfortunately he gets the jump, but not the frag. And again, that makes Sixer's position more important, but he gets taken out by Guardian, just holding that position for a bit too long, and had the potential flank on Edward, but Guardian came to save the day. And this is not looking good for Epsilon right now. Both their new players down at the moment. It is 3 versus 5.
Great position there from GMX, trying to salvage something from this kind of 4 positions, and he's made or continued rather a threat level kind of for the flank, and so Na'Vi kind of have to worry about GMX lurking around at the moment. So they might want to just discover where he is, and that's it. The frag is found, so they don't have to worry about him anymore. That's going to allow them to just, without anything on their mind, just push into the A-bomb side if they choose to do that. They're going to have the man advantage no matter what they do. So it should be pretty easy now for Na'Vi, moving in onto the site. Guardian will take down Scream, and Uzzziii now making his way in through the smoke. Only gets 1. And that is another round there for Na'Vi. So they're starting to really pull things back, and the money is really starting to roll in.
Indeed it is. And yeah, these smoke pushes not really going well at the moment. I mean, it is important, but the way the smokes are at the moment, it is so disadvantageous to push these smokes. I mean, the smokes are really bizarre in a multitude of ways. If you're dead, watching one of your teammates, you see more through the smoke than your alive teammate actually does. And obviously, if you're walking through the smoke and emerging from it, then you can't see anything while your entire body is exposed to your opponent. So some work to be done there by Valve. And Uzzziii going to look the wrong way, get taken out by Zeus. Edward is going to fall to Scream, and then starix is soon to follow. And then GMX going to take out Zeus. So this is looking good here for Epsilon. The Eco Masters seized remains. Let's get the 1v1 versus Scream. His remaining 2 teammates for Epsilon need to either go for the crossfire, which they're going to have for the time being, or peek together. It's another 1v1 here. She's taking out Sixer, but he loses while he's reloading. Unfortunate timing there for him. But fortunate for Epsilon that they won that round. 3 plays remaining, 2 1v1, so that was almost Na'Vi's as well.
Alright, so the Orb coming in onto Uzzziii, as well as Guardian. And Epsilon need to assert themselves here. They absolutely need to assert themselves. I wonder what we're going to see from Uzzziii. And it looks like he could just go for the pick down through the pipe there.
I'm wondering why 3 of the 5 players on Epsilon are buying helmets at the moment. Because, you know, a lot of the French teams just won't buy any helmets when they're on a CT side in situations such as these. But
yeah, I like that.
They're spending that extra $350, which is, when you look at their economy, maybe not the wisest of decisions. Obviously, that also depends on the economy of the Ts, which is bare bones as well. So I suppose Galils are an option here, so helmets are fair for the time being.
Nice pick there from Guardian, as both the teams do the dance. And it's going to be Na'Vi who outsteps them, outpaces them, and he's on the said dance. But Uzzziii comes in with a nice response, taking down starix. So it's all squared up once again now, as Na'Vi has... look how spread they are right now. They're all over the place on overpass. And Edwards can certainly keep some players towards A, delay that rotation if they do end up going for this B play, as Zeus is in position to actually split off towards B. But Major going in for a quick pick before any play can happen. That is a beautiful risk from Major, pays off, and now they have the man advantage. And now Na'Vi are forced to play together completely. They can't be messing around at A, and Zeus is going to pick up a kill onto Uzzziii. As he tries to take the bomb through the pipe, it's going to get dropped by Major, and in goes Major once again. That's a beautiful 3 kills from him. In fact, Major basically just won the round for them single-handedly at the end.
Major starting to clean up here for Epsilon. Puts himself a bit further up the frag leaderboard, currently being led by Sixer and GMX on the Epsilon side and Guardian on the Na'Vi side. Na'Vi have 3 of 5 rounds at the moment, so they're doing quite well, I'd say, on the T side of Overpass, and Epsilon needs to be sure to limit the round of victories here for Na'Vi, otherwise they may find themselves in trouble in the second half. That is a nice early pick there on Guardian by GMX. It is an eco here for Na'Vi, so any frags will be fantastic, and that is the first frag for them. Major going down to Zeus, and that's a critical position there where they can, that opens up their options to connect between the sides.
And the Six are going to get the cover there onto Zeus. And what are they to do now? Can they actually pick off anybody else? Certainly would be a really nice result to get another player down. And Sixer is by himself, so if he goes down, that's actually a weapon that they can actually pick up. GMX going to take down Edward, who was nearby. Sixer is going to clean up Seized, and starix going to get taken out as well. So Epsilon was 6 rounds to 3 of Na'Vi. What would you like to see from Na'Vi?
I think we need to see more nade play on the B bomb sites, where when you're by the door where connector is in the sewers, you can throw the nades over to hit someone who's playing the barrel position. Although I haven't seen much of the barrel positioned yet from the Epsilon CT side, but definitely I think there's so much nade play available on this map, and we're not really seeing it from either of these two towards the B bomb site. So I'd like to see more of that from the terrorist side.
Well, right now, once again, Na'Vi playing things slow, of course, just getting in position. They are pretty much set up. I think they're going for the boost there over the top to see what they can spot towards the B bomb site. And there it is. Zeus is up there looking for that boost onto Edward. Does pick up the kill on the screen. That's a very nice play there from Na'Vi. As now they have a minute left to play with, and you can definitely bet your bottom dollar that they're going to sit on this for a little bit. But no,
look at that.
They're going for it. They're just going to hit the play. They're not going to let Epsilon sit there and wait. In Na'Vi go. So trade 1-for-1 at the moment. Is he going to come in from below? Taking down Seized as Na'Vi struggle to get themselves onto the site. Uzzziii with a nice triple kill. That's beautiful play from Uzzziii. And Na'Vi, even with the entry pick onto screen, they can't scrap together a rush there.
It's great positioning there by Uzzziii to get that second frag there. He positioned himself so the walls close to him covered most of his body, while his opposition's body was mostly exposed to him. So he had a nice little advantage there. It did make it a lot easier for him to get that frag, and some clutch play there to take out the round for Epsilon. 7-3 to Epsilon, and they are looking good at the moment, but again, they do need to make sure that they do limit these rounds here from Na'Vi. Na'Vi are going to be on the eco here for the time being. It's going to be a slow play that's quite spread out. Going to look for these headshots, which they're capable of. You saw Major fall to the headshots in the previous round. There's going to be a dodgy nade from GMX as he tries to make his escape, which he will do for the time being. No connection with the AWP yet, but the CZ will finish off the job on starix. Uzzziii also taking down Zeus.
And not a lot to worry about, really. 6-6 does come in there with the frag onto Seized. There's another one where that came from, but... oh, there we go. Guardian actually does pick up a kill. Did Guardian just
jump over Uzzzii's head without Uzzziii seeing him? That's some Cirque du Soleil business. He
is a ninja, and he's going to make his way in with the M4 now. So Guardian's become a danger. Does get eliminated straight away by Sixer. That's a new addition. Sixer, very, very talented player. And does get taken out by the Deagle.
Sixer saw Edward's shadow, and he flashed him on the right and tried to engage him on the left, but Edward was still the better man in that one. But nice play there. Shadows are really important. And I know a lot of players, like casual players, people who play on pugs, etc., have their shadows turned off, but the shadows do provide you with vital information, as you just saw there. So if your computers can handle it, make sure you have them on high, because if they're on low, you see shadows. You can't see shadows from a further distance away. If they're on high, then you can see player shadows from much further away than you otherwise would do.
Another very aggressive position there from Sixer. Na'Vi might just be ready for it this time. There's the shot onto GMX from Guardian. There's number 2 coming in from Guardian. Well played to Na'Vi, making their way up towards A now, as the bomb is actually getting halted. But Edward is able to make the response work, and they go up a man. 3 versus 2 for Na'Vi, and they still have plenty of time, plenty of options to play with as far as A or B goes. Scream going in though. Guardian completely exposed. Going to get taken down, but once again the reply from Seized as Na'Vi are going to be taking the bomb site, but there is a man at the back of the site. Uzzziii, one-on-one. He just has to connect to the header seized, and that's it. It's game over for Na'Vi in this round, a round where they should be winning it, and it's going to be seized to make the kill and secure it. So interesting stuff there, and we're going to see a 4th round for them. Epsilon on 8 at the moment. So Epsilon on track at the moment.
Indeed, they are. Ideally, they want this to be 11-4. They can still eke out a bye here, but if they lose this one, then we may end up seeing something like 8-7 here. So they need to be careful and make sure they don't overextend themselves. Looking at you, Major. Let's see where he chooses to go. Currently still at CT spawn, just jumping around in some Super Mario Brothers business going on there as they throw their guns around.
And we have some forward positions here from Uzzziii as well. And oh, he might just be able to get some frags. There's 2 frags from Uzzziii. And that is going to make things quite awkward now for Na'Vi. They got 2 players left, Seized and Edward. Bombs down over towards T-spawn. So first order of business is get the bomb. That's the first thing they got to get, you know, they got to get secured. And then after that, it's going to be down to finding a pick, creating an opening. And that's what Seized is taking upon himself, looking for a shot that changes the round. But Seized, yet to find anything, spots an nade, goes for the flick, and will get taken down by Uzzziii subsequently. So Edward against 4 players now. With 30 seconds, I don't like his odds. I don't like his chances, James.
No, and the money is pretty paltry for the terrorist side here. Does find a connection with Uzzzii's face. That's going to be a closed casket funeral. And he's going to try and get this bomb down here for the money bonus for his team. But that smoke is less than ideal. And he is going to opt to save instead. So smart decision making there. But Major has other ideas. And that's going to be 5 dead players for the Na'Vi team.
Yeah, again, seemingly a bit of indecision there. I mean, going for the, or finds the pick, decides off the back, okay, let's try. And then after the smoke goes down, because the smoke wasn't quite good enough, he's like, maybe not. Yeah. Then he wasted so much time, he couldn't get away.
Yeah, he knows if he goes through that smoke, he's dead. He's dead before he sees anything but smoke. Such is the nature of the smokes at the moment. Very hard to balance those things. Rather Valve than me. It is going to be yet another eco here for Na'Vi. Had a lot of ecos in this first half. And that's going to be 2 for 1 there. Bargain basement for 6-0. Major bringing in the kills as well.
The kids.
Bringing in the kids. Let's just leave that one there. C's should fall soon as well. There's been a lot of AWP shots missed by both teams in this match. Like I can count the ones that have landed. Apart from the Guardians' 2 quick frags on long, I think I could probably count the amount of actual frags with an AWP on one hand. Yeah,
it's not really been putting in a lot of work, but that said, Major and GMX both AWPing now. So Epsilon mixing it up. Epsilon could feasibly go 11-4 here. I mean, that would be a big result for them.
That would be huge for them.
Yeah.
But that means, I mean, 5 rounds. If they don't win the pistol in the second half, those 5 rounds are not going to be easy.
I wonder if this was a pick just based on, well, you're a mixed team, overpowers the new map. I wonder if that was like the extent of the thought from Na'Vi.
They could indeed be trying to exploit the new players here, but it is the buy round for both players, for both teams, so we'll see. GMX missing, but Major picking up a frag there. GMX getting a second one. So the AWPs are finally being put to work here, and they're working for Epsilon. Major's thrown his AWP away and picked up an AK for versatility here. It's going to be back on the A bomb site as we have 2 players remaining for Na'Vi. We've got Guardian, we've got Seized, they've got the bomb. And look at the spread here. It's almost like one of those stealth bombers from America in shape. But they've kind of moved that shape now. So, but he was here earlier.
All right, let's see what they're able to accomplish. I mean, this is... The thing is that they have to obviously be a little bit quicker than this. But if they are able to pick up 2 quick kills, then everything becomes possible. It's just going to be about hitting those frags. And we've got Seized and the Guardian trying to make something work, but the smoke's definitely going in favor of Epsilon here, and they will pick up both kills, secure the round. That's an 11-4 first half for them. So Epsilon now with every chance to bring it to map number 3, and that's Dust 2. And previously they've been trying to pick Dust 2 in Inferno because those are comfortable maps when you're playing as a mix.
Because Guardian. Well. Oh, sorry, Epsilon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Na'Vi want Dust 2 because Guardian.
Yeah.
I want Dust 2 because Guardian.
Yeah, definitely a place for Na'Vi too.
It was always one thing I miss about Train is seeing Guardian play Train.
Yeah.
But that's what I miss about Train.
But the thing is, right, about Overpass, we haven't... I mean, okay, sure. I feel like Overpass, we didn't see from Na'Vi anything particularly interesting strategy-wise.
Oh, someone's been knifed. starix, 78 HP.
So that's why I call into question their map choice against Epsilon. Was it just a plain you are a new team argument? Either way, they do get to start on the CT side now, but a lot of pressure on this pistol round.
There's a Trojan horse on the Na'Vi side. Stabbed starix in the back. Epsilon, I think they're going for the fake here, where they've got two people loitering around A and they're just denying information here. They're going to wait for a pick, and it's kind of Na'Vi's own tactics biting them in the face there. And this is really good for Epsilon because they need to get this pistol. There's 2 frags there, and GMX gets his head ripped off, but the bomb is going towards B bomb site. It is down now as Na'Vi get 2 frags. Uzzziii going down, and it is 3 versus 3 right now.
Now Guardian the one to save this for Na'Vi and save it against what it could be certain death. Guardian takes down Major. The bomb does go down, but that's going to allow Guardian to know exactly where to aim his crosshair. Does get a nice tag. It's just 13 health left, just 1 bullet, and Guardian's going to get it. And that's going to be the round for Na'Vi. But the bomb did go down for Epsilon, so they are only going to be ecoing once here before they get the buy-in.
They could do something crazy, though, LDLC style.
Yes, they could.
Whip out some Novas.
Yeah, they could.
They could get Armor Nova now.
They can get some Galils even if they want. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, they have enough money on
Armor Nova is doable. Novas and CZs and some smokes. So highly doable. But Valve doesn't want to show us what weapons they have right now. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. And this is actually, considering the fact that Na'Vi have basically got themselves the AWP loadout already, I actually kind of like a less committed buy from Epsilon. Either way, especially considering the fact that Epsilon probably don't have great cohesion when it comes to the set plays or the kind of pushes on the sites with the grenades and the timings and so on and so forth.
That second round AWP, that is confidence if ever I saw it.
Yeah, Guardian picking up a lot of pistol frags.
But it's important also to note his position versus the eco right now. He is putting as much distance as possible between him and his opponents. We have some information gathering here from the Ts, trying to find out the location of the CTs. If we have a very quick look around the map, we can see they're pretty much all playing as much range as possible. So they do not want to get ecoed here by the Epsilon team. And again, this pistol round has been huge for Na'Vi, and that is a great kill through the smoke. Major's head getting popped like an axe through a watermelon.
Really good plays from Guardian at the moment, abusing the ranges. Absolutely. And Epsilon going to get a single thing, it would seem, as they make this work. And this could have been a play where, you know, Guardian potentially stuff could have blown up in his face, but he managed to execute the strategy as it was supposed to be executed. There was no missed shots. It was just patience, smart play, and Na'Vi now looking to be in a great position, even going against the AKs. This is usually a round where the CTs look kind of weak because they're maybe on Famises still or something like that. But there's only one Famis in the mix, so it's a pretty good buy otherwise from Na'Vi. So Epsilon certainly going to have to put in some nice work to make this go in their favor.
Aggressive positioning there from the CTs, flashing over the kind of garden area near balloons to put Epsilon on the back foot, and you can see how passive they are following that flashbang now. They are so far back, it's going to take them a long time to creep back up towards that A bomb site. And again, I think that previous round was quite good for teams to learn about the anti-eco positioning of the CTs here in general, because they allowed the Ts to take pretty much the whole map and just defended the bomb sites and put themselves in positions where they had maximum range between the places where the Ts would expose themselves, and it worked a treat for them. But we have 45 seconds remaining, and we have a full buy, but very short on nades, our Epsilon. So they're going to have to commit to one bomb site here because the rotation is not going to be fast enough afterwards. We have Scream walking through the tunnel. Can he pop the head though? Starix looks away.
Alright, so Epsilon have killed about a minute of time just waiting around, and Na'Vi have given them nothing. And this is a smart play by Na'Vi to go for the defensive posture, and finally Epsilon are forced to make a move. There's 15 seconds left on the clock. They have to go, they have to plant right now, right here on this B bomb side. But Na'Vi are putting in the bullets now, and Epsilon are in a 2-on-2. But there's no time! There's no time to plant anymore, and Na'Vi just have to hide. This was definitely not thought through.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why the pistol round was so important, because five rounds from victory for Epsilon on this map on the T side is a gulf. It is a gulf. It's like 9 rounds for a normal team at the moment. And you can see the difficulties there. They didn't even try to push the site as a team until there were 15 seconds left on the clock. Had no idea about the CT positioning, save for one guy, but then Scream had retreated already, so he could have changed his position. That was
it's almost like instead of GMX making the call, they listened to the clock, basically, like, whoa, basically we have to go.
Go, guys! Yeah, it was that was a disaster there for Epsilon.
So they're going to just try a quick push into the B bomb side, and starix is just playing a bit of a map, almost just bobbing in and out behind that barrel, just taking them down.
And that's a position you can nade and Molotov and flash from where Major just got shot, basically. So you can see the lack of strategy here on the T side from Epsilon. They're not. To be honest, I wasn't looking at what grenades they had there, so they may have been short on grenades there because I don't know if that was a full buy from them. But there are shortcomings in the last 2 rounds, and Na'Vi are catching up really quickly, and they're getting that money in the bank as well. They're building their economy, so there are so many things that are not going in Epsilon's favor at the moment. They're going to really have to put some work in this round. And look at the aggressive positioning here we have from 2 CTs here. Guardian and Zeus for support. Oh, he misses the second shot.
And this is where Zeus comes in as Guardian falls back into his teammates, in fact 3 teammates in the close vicinity. Guardian's very well protected there. He is a highly valued commodity, and it's like a bullion train with armored personnel.
Very nice.
And Guardian is certainly putting the stop on to Epsilon at the moment. And the round is going to be decided in this hallway, it would seem. As look at Na'Vi on the map, man. They are just all huddled together.
And this is very unlike them, and I feel like they are exploiting. I mean, again, the map pick is the first thing, but they're just completely exploiting Epsilon here.
I mean, if the last round told them anything, it tells them that Epsilon don't have a plan going into this map. I mean, this is part of the reason why they would have picked this map, is because they're going to feel confident with their CT. I think Na'Vi showed us that their T side isn't so hot either just yet, but at the same time, when it comes to the CT right now, they've got a much better read on the situation.
Well, they've got the read on the team
as well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, which is of course part of the situation here. But I think that's one of the main things that's dictating their play on the CT side here. Excuse me, sorry.
Well, so down is going to be Uzzziii to run through the hot coals.
That is a carpet of flames right there. He positioned that very specifically for maximum damage if they came out of that tunnel. And this is looking like a veritable disaster here for the T side. Let's look at the money here. Now, this is the big round for them. You can see the AWP coming out for GMX. They need to make things happen. Now, look at the money on Na'Vi's side. They've got 13,000 in the bank. They are rolling in it. If Epsilon can get 2 rounds together, that could all disappear if they keep buying AWPs for Guardian. So we have to bear that in mind. But they do need to take this round.
Absolutely. It's certainly looking very good for Na'Vi at this point in time. Epsilon need to show us something better. I mean, it feels as if they have to build their game off of picks. I mean, that's what they've been trying to get, trying to open with every single round. And Na'Vi haven't really been giving them those opportunities. Now Na'Vi have been throwing some great aggressions into the round, and they're going to actually come in with a 2-pronged attack into the bomber, taking down Scream. Very well done by Na'Vi, as now we have Epsilon spread across the map once again. Na'Vi already showed 3 players over at B to Epsilon.
Look at that position from starix. That is brutal.
Very nice there by
Again,
Seas.
the smoke pushes.
So again, it seems Epsilon are still deciding what to do at the moment as Na'Vi are repositioning themselves and trying to pick away at Epsilon as they can. And going to be committing towards this A bomb site very shortly. As we see GMX just scoping it out, and slowly making his way in. Would absolutely need to deliver an entry frag here. Somebody from Epsilon's got to come out with something right now to make this doable. There's 2 players in behind the smoke. In goes GMX, misses the no-scope. There's the second shot. Great no-scope there from GMX. Oh, he gets one through the smoke as well. And starix is going to finish him off though, so things aren't going to pan out quite right for Epsilon after all. However, Na'Vi are climbing back and fast. Look at the money.
They did do a considerable amount of damage to the Na'Vi side there, but most importantly, Na'Vi saved the AWP, which is going to save them a hell of a lot of money. But we can see the full bias come out for them, and look at the bank. They're between $8,000 and $14,000 at the moment, so they're not going to be ecoing anytime soon. We've got the 4th buy coming out for Epsilon here, so we'll see if GMX pulls out a Galil or an AK and nades. A Galil and nades or an AK, sorry. The unpause is coming in, so GMX is just going to go with the CZ and 2900 in the back.
That's really strange that their money's not synchronized like that. Like, he could have just...
I guess maybe they're positioning for another force buy in the next round should they need to, as Sixers have got 2,000 as well. So we shall see. I guess the intention here is potentially to pick up a gun on the way. He does get naded down to 70 HP. He is a bomb carrier. They've got the boost in the connected area, and we've got 2 frags here for Scream, so he will pick up a gun, GMX. So this has worked out in their favor. But Sixer can't escape with his life, and Long and Seas will take him out. Scream has got hot control of 2/3 of the bomb site here, but they need to deny vision. And again, these are positions you can smoke from outside that connector door with complete cover from the B bomb site.
So Epsilon, they finally get that round in where they got the picks. That finally happened, and we see that they are able to sprint ahead off the back of that. Seized puts in some good damage there onto Major, but he will escape, and there's no way that he's going to re-peek that. He's going to play this correctly, as we do have Na'Vi with a round loss. But you know, as you pointed out, they're very far away from ecoing, and they can buy anything they want. They can go full negative if they want. Full negative.
Yeah, this round was helped quite a lot by great individual play from Scream. 2 very fast picks on the B bomb site allowed him to push the sewer tunnel and duel with the person in the balcony area and forced him back. So Scream really opened that round up for them, and again, they're going to need continued individual play if they are to eke out a win here, and I would like to see it go to that final map.
And another aggression coming in from Guardian here as well. And they tried this before. We saw almost the 3-man setup down the middle hallway, and it looks like Guardian's actually just chilling back there, looking towards short, A short, and looks like he won't find anything just yet. But oh, I think he saw a pixel. What a shot there from Guardian! Fantastic stuff. And Seas lies in wait as well. Takes down Sixer, and Epsilon are just getting picked to pieces across the map.
No one's lost a single HP of life.
Do you know why that is, James? It's because none of them even saw where they got shot from. That's how bad it was. Uzzziii
is the bomb carrier. He should just make a run for it to the A bomb site. And if he did,
it's a run.
If he did, there was nobody there. He could have got a plant for his team there. I mean, they still can buy apart from Sixer for this round, but he chose to stay and challenge, get the economical damage in. But at this point, I mean, is it even? I don't know if it's worth it or not. But
it's very nice to see Na'Vi having such a mix of strategy, and I think that they've been unpredictable to the perfect extent here for Epsilon. Epsilon haven't really been able to read them. So Epsilon, I think they've only got 1 round basically, 1 buy round win so far. And starix going to go in with the aggression. Can actually find himself at the mercy of Major, but Guardian there for the trade frag. So Na'Vi keeping the trade frag opportunities alive. And Guardian in a good position, misses the shot. That's actually quite huge. Guardian missing that shot. That could have squared things up for Na'Vi, but this is now an opportunity. But the grenades come in to block the rush, and that's going to halt Epsilon and allow Na'Vi to position more effectively.
Navi's reactions were great there. They threw a Molotov straight away into the sewer area, basically cutting off the site. It's Molotov or Guardian, I don't know which one I prefer. And, I mean, look at the way the map's designed at the moment. It's forcing the rotation of the bomb through basically CT spawn if they are to go to another site, although I mean, they do have GMX in the connected area, so they do have that option as well. But they might find a challenge with Zeus here, and that will be the bomb spotted as well. Trying to get out there and just keep the information and his life. Escapes with 3 HP. They do take out C's, but the bomb is miles away at the moment, and I mean miles away. It's the other side of the map, and it could get cut off entirely by Zeus here, but he's only got 3 HP. 20 seconds left, so they've got to make a dash for it. They can't check all these corners. This could be terrible. Zeus looks the wrong way. The bomb could go past him. Takes that Scream. It's going to be 2-on-2 here, and Major is going to make it to the A-bomb site.
And we do have Guardian coming in behind. He's going to spot himself. GMX won't take him down, though. And Zeus is now coming in from the back as well with 3 health. In goes Guardian. Zeus gets the kill. And it's all on Major. And now he has to take down Guardian as well. Guardian makes that shot. And that's going to be the round for Na'Vi. It was so close. But Epsilon couldn't close. And that's going to really hurt. Because now they have to go for the eco.
Again, 10,000 plus for every member of Na'Vi, and it is 13-12. Epsilon have no choice but to have a pistol purchase here. If they go for the force buy and lose this round, the game is basically over, unless something insane happens. So they're going to have to... I mean, they could still entirely win this with those CZs and a Deagle on Scream. It's entirely possible, but they have to put the right people in the right place. And I don't know if they know all those right places, sorry, with these 2 new players on their team, but we're about to find out as we do go into round 26 here.
Wait and see if they're able to find something. That looks like relying on some action here from Scream with the Deagle to get some picks. But that round actually, where the previous one where Guardian missed the AWP shot, like actually upon missing that shot, if they don't have the reaction where they all instantly smoke and Molotov everything, then Guardian's like running backwards, can't get into a good position, and Epsilon win the round pretty much easily, unless Guardian does something ridiculous. And so that
was
entirely
possible.
And that was amazing. That Na'Vi was so on point with that.
It's now or never. It is do or die here for Epsilon. We've got Uzzziii now with the AWP. Let's see what position he's taking up. He is going to be holding here. Guardian going to take out 6, though. Guardian's putting in a massive amount of work on this map at the moment. And Scream is going to get the pick on starix, and that is great positioning here. Could get the second frag. Got his teammate coming in, but he gets out Zeus as well.
Na'Vi gutted them already, though. Look at this. They're in on the site, but what happened to the bomb? It was intercepted by Edward. And also Guardian putting in work from A long. Na'Vi. There, what a nice shot. That peak, that angle does find Edward. That bomb is still down, though, and C's is in close proximity, so he's going to have a lot of info.
Guardian with 26 kills. He's been AWPing his arse off in this match.
Yeah. They're two rounds away from the W right now. Just and 2 rounds away.
If they do make that W, this is going to be a great warm-up for Titan.
Great smoke.
30 seconds.
C's still in a very key position. Guardian with the first kill. Spot the next one. C's coming in from the back. Good grenade tossed over, actually. Onto the bomb spot. Scream will get the bomb planted, but they just have to synchronize now. Scream does toss in the most of. Oh, what a snap there from Scream! Could just make the second kill as well as the fire pushes Seized away. And Scream, out of nowhere, might just make this possible for Epsilon to hold on one more round. Scream down to 13 points of health. The grenade comes in. And the grenade kills him. Scream goes down. And match point for Na'Vi.
Shout outs to GoTV today. I saw a nade flying. I was like, wait, what nade is that?
Yeah,
nothing's gone off. Then suddenly it explodes and the bombs diffuse at the same time. That's some Matrix business there by Na'Vi. And it is 15-12. And the double AWP is coming out. starix is joining in on the fun. And yeah, this is a fantastic pick here by Na'Vi. It is quite close, but I mean, the way they've been playing these rounds, Epsilon have had no idea what to expect on a single round on a CT side, and starix does find a pick on 6, and Epsilon do have to wonder where Guardian is right now. There he is, and that's Uzzziii down as well.
Oh my goodness, knife. You can't, there's no scope on the knife. Can't like...
This is pretty much
Can't
over.
throw your knife, Guardian.
Well, I say it's pretty much over, but it is Scream here. We've seen some disgusting shots from him today already with the Deagle and the AK, but he's got to take out 4 here.
It feels like they've tried to rely on him too much, though. At the same, by the same token, they've had too many rounds where players have had to come out with huge results.
Yeah, well, their roster has been carved up so much very, very recently that again, it's going to take them time to become a solid, stable team. And with DreamHack having to use FXO again, I mean, this is going to be a difficult time for Epsilon going through to the end of the year.
This might actually end up being quite interesting. They may, because they've had a lot of play with FXO anyway.
I can't wait to hear Thorin's view on it.
Yeah.
Running out of time, Scream.
16-12, the final score there, and that's going to be a 2-0 sweep there. Na'Vi going to be taking out Epsilon. And Epsilon will be in 4th place there as Na'Vi move on to the match, the following match, which will be versus Titan. So that is going to be fantastic. Na'Vi and Titan, I know you're all mad hyped for that match. I do believe that we'll have, I'm not sure how delayed we are right now, so that match actually might be starting relatively soon, to get a quick check on that, but in 40 minutes.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the bracket and see how things are shaping up at the moment. So we can see LDLC. LDLC will have a 1-0 map advantage on whoever they find in the final because they are in the winner's bracket. So instead of going full double elimination, that will be the advantage for that team. So losers bracket final, Titan versus Na'Vi. The winner of that will start 1-0 down versus LDLC in the grand final. So I think, guys, we'll be going to a break very shortly, but we will see you on the other side with Titan versus Na'Vi.